I think it's very important when you have the best players in the world together, you got to compete and you got to play hard and you got to show the fans how good they really are.
Most people believe Caitlin Clark's greatest weapon is her shooting range.
Trying to guard Stewart now, but still able to get a decent shot off. And Cunningham is down behind the play.
But if you ask Larry Bird, you're focusing on the wrong thing. In a private moment that has recently come to light, the hick from French Lick shared something with Caitlin that didn't just change her game, it changed the way she carries the entire WNBA. And trust me, it's not what you think. Larry Bird doesn't hand out compliments. He's the ultimate gatekeeper of basketball greatness. So when the legend finally sat down with the Indiana Fever's new cornerstone, the world expected a symbolic passing of the torch. Instead, it got a reality check. Today, we're breaking down the Bird-Clark connection, the secret advice that reshaped Caitlin's rookie season, and why Larry believes she's the only player in 40 years who truly understands the dark art of basketball. To understand why Larry Bird's words carried so much weight, you first have to understand the geography of greatness. Both Bird and Clark are products of the basketball heartland. Bird is from French Lick, Indiana, while Clark is from West Des Moines, Iowa. But their connection goes beyond small-town roots. When Bird entered the NBA in 1979, the league was, to put it bluntly, struggling. Ratings were down, and casual fans had largely tuned out. Bird didn't just play basketball, he helped sell the game. Fast forward to 24 and 25, and the WNBA found itself in a remarkably similar position. The Caitlin Clark effect isn't just a marketing phrase, it's a statistical anomaly. When she missed time in early 2025 with a minor injury, ratings didn't just decline, they cratered by 55%. Larry Bird noticed, he understood the burden of being the face of a league. Bird was one of the last players to carry a franchise on his back from day one while simultaneously becoming the target of every veteran in the league. When they met, Larry didn't talk to her about her jumper. He talked about the target on her back. Here's the heart of what Bird shared. According to league insiders in recent interviews, Bird's message centered on the power of silence among the truly great. During her first few months, Caitlin was often reactive. She responded to the hard fouls from Kennedy Carter, the noise on social media, and the constant physical welcome to the league treatment.
With the previous foul is under review.
Yeah, and it looks like she was just going to cut. It doesn't look like there's any intent right there.
But Bird didn't believe she needed to react. He felt she needed to rise above the system. His advice was simple: don't beat them with your mouth. Beat them with their own expectations. Bird told her that the moment she shows frustration, she gives her critics exactly what they want. He reminded her of the Celtics-Lakers rivalry of the 1980s. Magic was all smiles. Larry was the assassin. He told Caitlin that she possesses the assassin's mentality, but she was wasting that edge on arguing with referees. So why did this advice lead to a statistical explosion in the second half of the season? The answer lies in the tracking data, and it strongly suggests that Larry was right. To truly understand the impact of the Bird-Clark connection, you have to look beyond the box score and study the film. Before this pivotal meeting with Bird, Clark was playing under the enormous pressure that came with the Caitlin Clark brand.
I mean, just how would you describe this moment for women's basketball and what it has felt like from your vantage point?
Hang on, I need to get that.
For NEXT, she was forcing logo threes at suboptimal moments, often trying to satisfy crowds that had paid hundreds of dollars just to watch her shoot. She was playing highlight reel basketball, which made for great social media clips, but it also resulted in a volatile assist-to-turnover ratio that plagued her throughout the early months of her rookie season.
His largest lead for either team has been 7. Clark with the kick out to Samuelson at the end of the quarter, knocks it down. Her third three of the half.
Then came the intervention. Bird reportedly looked at her and stripped the game down to its purest form. He told her, "Caitlin, you're the only person on the court who knows where everyone is, including the defenders, right now. You're playing their game by giving them the shots they expect. Stop playing their game and start making them play yours." After that conversation, the film appeared to show a dramatic transformation in her approach to the game. The Bird-like quality people often talk about isn't actually the scoring, It's the gravity. Bird was a master at manipulating defenses without even touching the ball, and Clark began to mirror that trait. She started moving the ball 2 seconds earlier than before, hitting the advance pass or finding the corner shooter the instant a double team committed. She effectively neutralized the blitz. Defenses that once swarmed her near half court suddenly became afraid to leave their assignments. This newfound patience didn't just improve her statistics, it unlocked the entire Indiana Fever roster. The biggest beneficiary was Aaliyah Boston, with Clark drawing the attention of the defense and immediately punishing rotations with elite entry passes. The lane opened up like never before. The Fever evolved from a predictable one-woman show into a multidimensional playoff juggernaut. Bird saw in Clark a reflection of one of his own greatest challenges, possessing a basketball IQ so advanced that it could sometimes frustrate teammates. In the 80s, Bird often threw passes to spots his teammates hadn't even reached yet. He taught Caitlin the art of making the game attainable, simplifying opportunities for her supporting cast by delivering the ball exactly where they needed it, while keeping the game's complexity entirely in her own mind. She stopped playing against the opposing team and started manipulating the fabric of the game itself. Bird's basketball advice was fascinating, but his view of Clark's value was even more intriguing. In a headline-grabbing 2025 interview that sent shockwaves through front offices around the league, Bird reportedly argued that Caitlin Clark shouldn't simply be viewed as a player. In his eyes, she deserved the status of a franchise unto herself. Bird didn't hold back when discussing the treatment Clark received from some WNBA veterans during her first 2 seasons. He drew a direct comparison to his own arrival in the NBA in 1979, when the league was struggling for attention. "When I came in, the veterans hated me too," Bird remarked with his trademark dry humor. "They didn't like the attention, and they certainly didn't like a rookie taking the spotlight. But the smart ones eventually stopped complaining. They realized I wasn't there to take their spot. I was the reason their paychecks were going to double." Caitlin is that same rising tide. If you're fighting her, you're fighting your own bank account. This was the lesson Bird allegedly instilled in her during their private conversations. You aren't just playing for the Indiana Fever. You're the CEO of the league's future. It represented a complete psychological rebranding. Bird's mentorship helped Caitlin stop seeking approval from the old guard and instead embrace the role the media had tried to assign to her. He taught her that in professional sports, respect isn't earned during the handshake, it's earned during the game. Rather than apologizing for sold-out arenas and record-breaking television ratings, she began using her influence as a psychological advantage, realizing that her gravity off the court was every bit as powerful as her gravity on it. The results of that mental shift appeared throughout the 2025 playoffs. This was no longer the frantic, reactive Caitlin of early 24. This was an assassin wearing a Fever jersey. Her composure was different. Her killer instinct was sharper. She began displaying the kind of silent, bird-like trash talk that doesn't require a single word. It showed in the way she would pull up from 30 feet, turn away before the ball even hit the net, and leave the opposing bench with nothing but a cold, unwavering stare. She stopped arguing with referees and started dictating the terms of the game. By the time the Fever reached the later rounds of the postseason, it was clear that Caitlin Clark wasn't simply playing basketball anymore, she was shaping the entire narrative around it. Larry Bird has never believed in the idea of the next Larry Bird. Yet he reportedly admitted that when he watches Caitlin Clark, he sees a level of game state mastery he thought had disappeared with his generation. What Bird told Caitlin didn't just change her rookie season, it helped elevate her trajectory and strengthen the momentum surrounding the WNBA. It transformed a college superstar into a professional phenomenon. The torch wasn't merely passed, it became a symbol of a new era. Bird saw something in Caitlin Clark before much of the basketball world fully understood it. By teaching her to embrace the target on her back, he didn't just help her survive her rookie year, he helped her thrive. The Hick from French Lick and the Queen of the Heartland have officially put the basketball world on notice. The game has changed, and there may be no turning back. So, was Bird's advice the turning point for the Fever's playoff run? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Before you go, hit the like button if you think Caitlin Clark is a future GOAT. Share this video with your friends to settle the debate once and for all, and subscribe for more breakdowns of the stars redefining the WNBA. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.